I'm Dave Cathey, the Food Dude, and it's time again for our Top Chef Season 10 podcast. We've got 2 episodes to get to today, and we've got Jennifer Monies, Carla Hinton, and the inimitable Carrie Coppernoll with us today. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
2 episodes to talk about today, so let's get into it. What has been striking you guys?
That John is a horrible human being.
Well, there's that.
I loved the episode 8, I think, was a little boring, but the fresh oyster farm, you could just tell that they were all just kind of giddy as far as like,
that's way cool.
This is the freshest that you can possibly get stuff. You
That's
know?
right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that was
and so
pretty
they were
cool.
all seemed very excited about that challenge.
Yeah, that was cool. My dad used to do that.
Oh, wow.
We'd go out
Really?
to the beach, it'd freak me out. Why are you doing that?
No, thank you. No, thank you. Dad.
So now, if nothing else, that episode let me know that my dad was not quite as crazy as I thought.
Yeah.
So it's like he moved up a little bit after seeing that, so that was kind of cool.
And it made a good, transition into roller derby.
Clearly.
Random.
I know.
Clearly.
That was really random.
You know, can I please just say that the food aside, I loved watching them at the roller derby game because I think it just highlighted their personalities. You know, Josie is being like loud and out of control. Yeah. And like she looked at Josh and some of the other contestants who were just like, shut your face. This is no time for fun.
Think about this. You know how annoying her laugh is on television.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, on television.
In real
That's
life.
bad.
Right.
That's bad.
In real life.
Real life? Are you kidding me? How did
Yeah.
the roller derby girls not come flying
Right.
off the rails and destroy her?
I'm
She was
just
like the only
sitting
person
there
cheering.
like, and I mean, I'm not a big John fan and everything else, but at the end of the day, I'm just like begging, please do something stupid to get kicked off. Like, I cannot take you anymore.
She almost
me
did.
too.
She almost
almost
did.
did,
But
yeah.
Night Bart went down.
Yes, that was the night that old
He
Bart went down.
did, yeah.
Yes.
Poor Bart.
I
Under
liked Bart.
seasoning.
Bye, Bart.
You know,
Bye.
I love that Tom Colicchio like completely went off on them about the bland versus
Right.
seasoned.
Yeah.
Because it's sort of, I mean, he's totally right. It's like burning one side of a piece of toast. Like it's still disgusting.
Right,
You know?
right.
But I just loved it. Like to see him get that. I don't think I've seen him that mad ever in all of Top Chef. Like I've never seen him that mad. He's just like, that is it.
Enough of you.
He seemed very fed up. He's like, 'cause
Yeah.
it kept coming up, I
Yeah.
guess. And he's like,
guess
how many
so.
times do I have to tell you
Right,
that
right.
bland plus seasoned equals bland?
right. And Josie did tell him that. They went back and,
Right.
and
Yeah.
looked, and she did tell him, but why didn't she taste it again?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. That was
She's too
weird.
busy laughing.
Right.
You know,
Putting
she
on a
can't get
show.
over it. Yeah, that or judging other people.
Right.
Which she did a good job of as
She
well.
did.
That was really weird.
She did.
Nothing like getting wasted and judging your friends.
Right.
It's Festivus, everyone.
Right.
God.
We've never done that.
Never. Not this week anyway. So anyway, bye bye
Move
Bart, and meanwhile, if you're watching online, CJ is on this heavy roll, and
Cool.
he defeated Bart for his 4th straight Last Chance Kitchen victory. So, and then that speeds us into the latest episode.
Okay.
Episode 9,
Episode
which I
9.
love. Always the knife skills. Like
Yes.
watching
Oh, how cool was that?
That was cool.
all of that is
Yes.
so cool.
The Bob Kramer. I mean, those knives are like in the chef community. They're sort of like this like treasure of Sierra Madre. You know, people like I know one chef who has a knife made by
Yeah,
him.
that's
and
crazy
It's a
town.
big deal.
Do you know how like $500 an inch for a knife? I would like a 1-inch knife, and I would like to take a loan on a 1-inch knife. But you know, I felt so bad. You really wanted Sheldon to win, like
Yes.
because you could
You
just
could
tell
see the
that he
love.
was so like geeked out about
really
knives,
did
like you could
want
just
that
tell.
knife.
He was.
But of course, Micah won, and he won the last
does
quick
Micah
fire.
win?
I just
I just couldn't believe
because
it.
it doesn't involve cooking.
Yeah, I guess so. That was
why.
so weird. I thought, okay, we want you off.
See, and that was lucky for everybody because Tizar was going to win that one. I mean,
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
potato skills were
The fact that they
crazy.
got really close with 2 people
Yeah.
versus 3 is
Yeah.
pretty impressive
I
all on its
know.
own.
Yeah, and this one was actually one where I thought Josh would do well because I know he butchers a lot. That's something
Yeah.
that he does a lot, and
Okay.
that usually it's an experience thing. And he did do really well. And
He
in fact,
did.
I think Sheldon even said that they thought he had it in the bag.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, but those pesky little rabbit ribs.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, why does he say the deal about the cat? I thought that was so funny.
What's
What?
that?
Was that then? I can't
Yeah,
remember if that
yeah,
was
yeah.
then. Okay,
You said
I
it
just
was
thought
like-
that was so
Oh,
funny.
Breaking down a cat. Like,
But wait, it took me a minute. I'm like, the
Yeah.
cat.
Yeah, as far as I know, they're not doing that over at the
We
the
hope.
Coach House.
Yeah.
We
I
hope.
hope not.
I mean, it is an apprenticeship program, so they do a lot of stuff. So.
Maybe it's like practice round.
Yeah, when you're
Okay.
working in cat eating nations,
Yes,
you're going to need
yeah.
these skills. I don't know. About that.
Apparently
I don't
so.
wanna
But that I love that Sheldon was like, what? Like,
Excuse
me,
what? I just mean something to
We
you.
don't have a lot of cats
he was like
anymore.
briefly like there was a second where he like really was like,
Like, oh, that's a
Me
joke.
too. That's
wait, should
that was the same
should
way.
I know that? Is there going to be a cat part of the show?
A cat.
You can understand why Josh has got that good, sort of Clint Eastwood stare that
Right.
he
It's
keeps
scary,
during
man.
the competitions
Yeah.
most of the time. And then you throw the
Combined-
mean-looking snidely whiplash,
Yeah.
the ginger snidely
I guess
whiplash.
so.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody's going to mess with them except for T-Zar, obviously. So, yeah, but no, good for Micah. He wins the big night.
Yeah.
Goes
That gave me
into-
immunity.
Yes, and gaining him immunity, which
Yes.
was key.
Yeah.
Although I think he did okay.
Yeah, apparently
Micah
he did. He wasn't in the bottom.
Yeah,
He wasn't in the top.
Goes
so.
into like recreate a
Yeah.
Top Chef moment
Yeah,
in a
that was
healthier way.
interesting.
That
I
was.
did think it was interesting because you
Yeah.
know what? I really like this show, and I don't think that those were all that memorable moments.
either.
Like
No.
nothing stood out to me as being like, wow, that was a really great Top Chef moment.
No, but you know what though I did. I laughed my face off because I remember Fabio saying, "This is Top Chef, not Top Scallop." I had forgotten about that. That made me laugh my face off.
those
This is not Top Scallop.
scallops. Oh my gosh. Okay, so a couple of you bring that up. It's interesting because a couple of notorious ingredients
Yep.
did have their hand in the bottom two again.
Right,
The
right.
scallops, which
Risotto.
could never be
And the
mastered,
risotto.
and then the curse
I
of the
felt so
risotto.
sorry
It's
for him when
true.
he
When I
got
heard him say he was
risotto.
doing
You know,
risotto, oh no.
This is all I'm saying is if you're going to be on this show, maybe you should watch all the previous episodes
Yes, and
learn.
learn.
Oh, maybe I should learn how to make a good risotto.
No, but
Right.
they did. Like, I mean,
I know, they
John
seem to know it.
specifically was like, I know everybody else screws up risotto on this show all the time, but I'm going to do it great.
And then
Then
clearly
he got the
not.
terrible pots.
But yeah, if not, I
Oh.
mean, a master chef like him, how can he overcome a pot?
A pot. At least, at
funny.
the very least, I think we can all celebrate and clap our hands that I think for the first time, Josh was in the top.
Yay,
and
Josh!
Yes, that's
He
right.
did it with pork.
With pork!
He did.
Way to go,
I know.
Josh.
Yes. I was
Way
nervous
to
for him. I was
yes.
nervous for him on the
Way to
pork.
teach that pork who's the boss.
Soy glazed pork tenderloin with peaches. That
Yes,
sounded
that's
pretty.
right.
That
That sounded
sounds
pretty
good.
delicious.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, and did you and did you see he was smiling?
Yeah.
There was like a big smile on
did
his
better.
face. He finally had a chance
Weird.
to smile. And it was a double bonus because not only is he in the top, but his main nemesis, Chef John T-Zar, is in the bottom. And I mentioned this before. I have now posted the Most Hated Chef in Dallas article on my blog, so check it out. An extensive article with tons of interviews with T-Zar, and it's very clear why he is not beloved after you read this article.
But
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, Josh had a good pot.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
Okay.
he did.
That's
and
probably
as he
why
pointed out,
he-
no problem pointing that out, right,
That's
Josh?
too funny.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, here's a bus now.
He keeps trying to run people over for sure. He keeps
Yeah.
trying to run people over in the
Oh,
past.
It was definitely, and I'll be interested to see now that he's gone to see how that affects
Yeah.
Josh, because it seems like all the conflict that he's had has been directly related to
right.
Right.
T-Zar.
Which,
So,
yeah.
so that'll be interesting, and maybe it'll take a load off. Who knows?
I'm telling you though,
hope
Kristen,
so.
man, looks like she's rolling.
She is
She is.
front
She's on a
runner,
Blaze
big time.
type role here.
She
I mean,
is.
it's
She
it's
is.
kind of like just give her the thing now.
Right.
Well, and
I mean-
don't you see it though? Like I could totally see it being like Blaze because it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
go all the way to the end and then just
I
freaking
know. I'm
cave.
afraid of that.
I know.
You know,
I know.
it's
I'm
got to
afraid
be
of that.
coming. You can't be that good.
The big difference, Blaze, the one thing you could see in his attitude was he was always really questioning himself. He would turn out this great, incredible thing and win, and right up to the last minute, I just don't know. I don't know. Kristen seems really zen.
She
Yeah.
does.
She's
I
like,
know.
I'm
It's
hot
very
and I
admirable.
cook.
She's got that
Stefan
going
would
for
also
her.
say that
does.
about her.
I mean,
He would.
the longer
He'd be
and
right.
longer that it goes, I mean, Stefan he just cannot keep his hands off of her.
I know. I can't believe he's married.
I know. It's kind of surprising to me is that he hasn't won anything.
Yeah, he has.
He's
That's
just
true,
sort of
'cause
been
he
running
actually is
right
really
down
good.
the middle.
Yeah,
He's
there's
really good, too.
The only people left who haven't won anything are Stefan, Sheldon, Micah, of course, Josie, of course, Josh, and Lizzie.
That kind of surprises me about Sheldon.
Yeah,
too.
I think he might have won a quick.
He won one quick fight.
Yeah, like a quick. But as far because Kristen keeps winning everything.
Right, she's won
winning.
3.
Yeah, it's
That's
hard
right.
to win, and all those have been in the top some and the bottom some.
Right.
Like, and this was interesting too on the bottom side. Tizar was blaming the pan or lack thereof, which is ridiculous. But Josie Lizzie was in a real quandary here because she purchased scallops that were no good.
Right.
And
But
I don't know how she,
But she at least took ownership of it. She was like, "This is terrible, and I am so sorry."
And what do you do with it? That's the question.
Right.
Like one of the judges said, well, maybe you just take them out and say the salad was inspired by scallops.
Right.
I mean, they would have killed her for that.
They aren't going to get
They
away
would have
with
totally
that.
killed her for that. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, because I said this last time, I really think she's one who's sort of under the radar who could really win this thing. I mean, she's got the chops. She's got the experience.
She's from South Africa.
She has
She's
an
from
awesome
South Africa.
accent.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she really seems like a true contender, but yeah, that was tough because, she might not even smell those in the store.
Right.
If they sacked them up and sealed them and gave them to her,
Right.
she might not know until she got back to the kitchen that they were
Yeah,
no
but
good.
also, I mean, it's like and I don't do this because I wouldn't know what a good scallop smells like, but I mean, smell your scallops before you take them home.
Right.
Right. I
probably.
mean,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you're a top chef,
Right.
You do. You got
Right.
to. And that's, and you get in a hurry. And that's the only thing I can think of is that somehow they got him out of the case and into the bag and tied him up to where she didn't stick her face in it. Because as soon as she got back, she realized they were no good.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you do at that point? But anyway, she was lucky. They had the interesting little
burger.
the burger
cook-off.
off.
Yes, I'm so glad.
Which was
Yeah.
high drama, like with John
I
stealing her
know.
dill, and then he was
Oh
all
my
like
gosh.
talking
I got
about how
the
he could.
pickles.
I
I mean,
could
he
not
said
believe
pickles like
him.
500 times
Yeah,
in
check
that
Twitter.
episode.
Check
was
check
so
Twitter and
very,
and
very
John Tizar.
immature. Yes.
All day long yesterday. I shared the pickles. I shared the pickles. I was
I'm
like,
telling you
well-
what, if I was Lizzie, what I would have done is just said,
Stabbed
you know
him.
what? Well, other than stabbing him, I would have said, you know what? I don't want your damn pickles. I will make the most awesome burger ever, and they won't even care that there's not pickles on
Yeah.
it because it's going to be awesome.
Well, and the fact that was the ingredient that they were supposed to be highlighting, I don't think he really had the option to withhold the
I
pickles
know.
from her.
Yeah.
Right,
I know. He did.
they would
I know.
have killed him
I
for it.
gave
I mean,
him
all she would have
pickles.
had to say is, he wouldn't give me any pickles.
Right.
He was boxing them out. I wasn't going to foul him to get the.
All the producers are like, "What are we gonna do now? There's
What
nothing
about
we
the
can do."
Well, in his little example of, he's like, I could have made the worst burger ever and held my jar of
I love
pickles and
that.
won. And I'm like, there's
No.
no way they would have ever let you
No,
get away
they
with
wouldn't
that.
have
Like,
let
no
What
you.
way.
universe do you live in?
Yeah, I really, you know what? I kind of wish that he had, and then Tom Colicchio would have climbed over the table and tackled him.
I kind of wish that he had too, because I mean, I really wish I would have seen Lizzie just be like, you know what? I would have had a pickle on my awesome burger that is way better
Yeah.
than his, except he didn't give me any pickles.
The
And
pickles
see
would've
how they
gone-
would have reacted.
It would have gone down with the pea puree.
Yeah.
Which that was a good moment that they brought back, the pea puree. Now,
Pea
that was
puree,
memorable.
that
Yeah,
was
that
good.
The mystery of the pea puree that still rages on to this day.
I don't understand. I still didn't understand why it's still a mystery, though. Like, they have it on film if that guy made a pea puree or not. Like, they just aren't telling us.
Did he magically make his in the middle of the night? Did Elvis come in and put it in his little
Yes.
locker?
I mean, they
Because
know
apparently-
if that guy made a pea
told
puree or
them.
not.
They never told.
I stole it.
Oh my goodness. So anyway, the most hated chef in Dallas is sent packing. Lizzie survives, and then he goes on to Last Chance Kitchen to face CJ, which was interesting because what they're doing now on Last Chance Kitchen is whoever is the latest eliminated person, something that had to do with their downfall is put into the challenge. So when they arrive, Colicchio tells CJ and John, "You guys can make anything you want, anything. We're going to take you to the market. You got 15 minutes, I think, to pick whatever you want, come back, and then you'll have, 30 minutes to cook, something like that." So they go lobster for Tizar, and then I can't remember what CJ, it was some sort of foie gras and some of their seafood, maybe scallops, I can't remember. But anyways, so when they get back, Colicchio brings out these really old pots and pans, like from a yard sale.
That's
They were just
Incredible.
banged up, terrible, like peeling, that kind of
Yes.
thing. So they had to use.
Well, it's no wonder that John lost them
know.
because, if he doesn't have a good pot, he can't cook, apparently.
Yeah.
But apparently he made it something that was pretty good, but CJ's was better. And so now it's just up to last chance, or what is it called? Save a Chef, which I'm still not 100% clear what that will
The
entail.
15th opportunity to save
Yes.
a chef that's been
They
kicked
better
off
not
for
save
cooking
John.
sucky food.
So,
Yeah.
yes, and,
No one's
and
saving
if you
him.
want to
Please
see
don't.
No one.
TSR
Please.
spent all
Even
of
his
yesterday.
mother is not voting for him.
No.
Despite his pleas on Twitter and Facebook, which were many, many, many yesterday.
And by please, you mean wine.
Hashtag do not save John.
Yeah, and he kept referring to save the pickles or I had the pickles or something like
Oh,
that. It's
my
going to
goodness.
turn into a
He
t-shirt.
just totally.
So,
I hope Josh wears it next episode. That would be so awesome.
Josh, hear me now. Thank me later. Get yourself a Save the Pickles t-shirt and do it now. So, yeah, that's great. But anyway, so great stuff. More fun to come. So, okay, let's go through. I think we all agree Kristen is probably the favorite at this point.
Definitely.
Anybody, who else? I mentioned Lizzie. Let's go
I
around
still
the room
want
here.
Sheldon. I still want
Sheldon?
Sheldon to start
Okay.
doing well. Like, I feel like he's middle of the pack, but I
Carla?
really like him.
Yeah, I like Sheldon too.
Yeah, Kristen is my favorite, but I think you got to watch out for Brooke too. I think
Yeah.
Brooke is good too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I'm going to say Lizzie.
Yeah, I think she's.
You just
she's
have
tough.
the South Africa.
I
bent.
do.
Fetish.
Jennifer.
It's okay. It's legal in this case. All right. Well, good. And again, there's Stefan. Hello, Stefan. We're waiting.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Whatever.
I think he's too just enamored with
Too
Kristen.
blasé.
Maybe.
He's
just
sitting on Kristen's lap right now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's. I think that's the distraction, and I don't think he's ever going to get over it because she's going all the way to the end. And then there's our friend Josh. Josh, better performance this week. Hopefully, we have some more just like it coming up. So stick with it and stick with us. I guess that means it's time for us to pack up our. We don't have any knives. We don't have any popcorn. We'll pack up our notes and our phones and our headgear, and we'll see you next time.